Panava Anaka Gomuka Sahasa Eva Abhya Nyaka Saha Sabda Tumala Abhava Tata Sankasha Vyasha Panava Gomuka Sahasaiva Vyaharayanka Chasabdas Tamulu Abhava Tata Sankascha Vyasya Panava Gomuka Sasaiva Vyahanyaka Sasabdas Tamulabhava Tata Sankascha Vyasya Panava Gomuka Sasaiva Vyahanyaka Sasabdas Tamulabhava. What translation? Tata thereafter, Saka conscience, Cha also, Veya large drums, Cha and Panava Anakam small drums and kettle drums, Gomuka horns, Sahasa all of a sudden. Eva certainly, Abhyahanyaka was simultaneously sampled. Saha, that, Sabda, combined sound, Tumuda, emotions, Abhava became. Translation. After that, the conch shells, drums, bangles, trumpets, and horns were all suddenly sounded, and the combined sound was tumultuous. Text 14. Tata seva itaya yukte mahati syadaneshikam madhava pandava sevam devav sankau Translation. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on a great chariot drawn by white horses, sang Papa by his divine graces. In contrast with the conch shell drawn by Bhishma Deva, the conch shell is in the hands of Krishna and Arjuna are described as transcendental. The sounding of the transcendental conch shells indicated that there was no hope of victory for the other side because Krishna was on the other side of the Pandavas. Jayashto Pandu Putranam Ilasam Akshe Janabanam. Victory is always with persons like the sons of Pandu because Lord Krishna is associated with them. And wherever the Lord is present, the goddess of fortune is also there. Because the goddess of fortune never lives alone without her husband. Therefore, victory and fortune were awaiting Arjuna, as indicated by the transcendental sound produced by the function of Krishna, or Lord Krishna. Besides that, the chariot on which both the friends were seated had been donated by Agni, the fire god, to Arjuna, and this indicated that this chariot was capable of conquering the sides wherever it was drawn over the three worlds. Sakshu Shri Radha Krishna Padam Shri Radha Shri Krishna He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandha Gopishya Gopika Kanta Namaste Taprapancha Gauraki Radha Vrindavaneshwari Shri Radha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna stationed on a great chariot drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental functions. So here Sanjaya is trying to describe the arrangement at the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Now that all diplomatic process, all peaceful arrangements or processes had been exhausted, Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra were so much into not wanting to surrender or give up whatever possessions or the kingdom they had the kingdom, they were just kind of, caretakers, They had been given the kingdom so that they can, take care of it. While Pandus, the children of Pandus, were growing up and they were supposed to, hand over the kingdom to the Pandus, though, originally it was supposed to be, trusted because he was the eldest brother. But since he was born blind, he could not, be given the powers of, running the kingdom. And as such, it was handed over to the Pandus. And unfortunately, Pandu passed away at a young age. He was a grown-up, of course, but, it was not his time. He was still, not supposed to die because his, children, the Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Bhishma, and Sadi, all were still very young. And as such, they could not assign to the kingdom. So basically, what is happening here is we're seeing a war, being prepared, or the Kurus and the Pandus, arrayed in this battlefield of Kurukshetra, and they were, ready to pound at it, ready to fight each other. Close analysis, you see this, they were both related. It's not like, they were cousin brothers. It's not like they were strangers. And I always say, this possession thing, it said we came with nothing in this material world, and we also live with nothing in this material world. We came naked and we go naked. But as far as much as when we ascend into this material world, then we become so much attached to so many, attachments. Here you see, anywhere you see, especially in Kenya here, you find that brothers, killing their own brothers over land disputes. It's very common. People fighting over land, parents have been killed over land possession. And it's so much so that you just wonder, what is the big deal, but that is the way it is, The attachment, everybody wants to occupy, everybody wants, the piece of cake or the piece of land so that they can own it and, feel like, he's a rich man or whatever, the situation might be. Because, And in this way also the attachment also becomes more and more and more. And this way we kind of forget our position, or we kind of forget our constitutional position as the servants of the Supreme Personality. Actually, we become masters of what we survey. Whatever you see, you think this is mine, and it's all over the place. All this, people going around, fighting for president. Now there is war in Ukraine. It's all about, having a big kingdom. We want to prove to the world that you are the strongest or the smartest man, in this material world. So it's about forgetting our real position as the servants of the Supreme Personality of God, and wanting to lord it over the material nature. So here it's already arranged, it's already ordained that this two family, or the two cousins, Kauravas and the Pandavas, they were going to fight, and because previously we have, it's been noted that Krishna and Arjuna, they have tried, Krishna actually and Vishnu, they have tried so much to avoid this war, by sending Krishna to just and Jordan, so that they can come to an understanding, whereby even the Arjuna and the Pandavas there, asked the Kauravas, just give us, 5 villages so that we can rule, because basically the Kshatriyas, that is their position, they, live by, collecting taxes from their subjects, and that is how they kind of survive. But they were refused, and Jordan was even, caught us saying that they were not even going to give them a piece of land even where to drive a pin. So you can imagine, a place where to drive a pin, how big that space is. And they say even that piece, or that amount of area, they were not going to surrender it to the Pandavas. So there was no any other way out, and them being Kshatriyas also, they had to fight. And as you go along, we see that the discourse actually of Bhagavad Gita now is starting, and Krishna will start urging or instructing Arjuna about the Bhagavad Gita as it is, and this is how this is all being presented. So here we see that Duryodhana has pumped, he has what to say, instructor of giving. When he was like giving morale to his armies, to all his backup. He was urging him to be courageous, because he had also, it's not noted, but being was so much attached to Arjuna, and he's on the other side of the war. So the opposing party was actually his great and so very dear, darling, grandsons, who are going to face him in this, ghastly war. People are going to die here, and everybody was trying to, way out. It's like, it so never happened that the peace we so dearly wanted to get without, laying our arms into this battlefield. But there was no way out, and Arjuna was also kind of perplexed as how am I going to do this? How am I going to face my grandfather, my spiritual master, and all my side of the field. And so, here is just, they're just staying there, the situation, now that, we have, exhausted all the peaceful means. Now it's, let's get ready for war. And, having been, encouraged and, given all the accolades by Jordan, he blew his conch shell, and, the sound was roaring like a lion. This is a sign of, war, old times when, there was going to be war. You had, all these people, running around with kettle drums and, blowing horns. So this is what is taking place here. Ishmael has already, blown his conch shell, and it has roared like a lion. Krishna and Arjun also, they are getting ready to blow their, transcendental conch shells, and getting ready for this ghastly war. And we see, Dhritarashtra actually, he was blind, and he was also, asking Sanjaya, so what happened, what transpired. Prabhupada mentioned in some place that he was kind of, giving a very, or asking a very foolish questions, because these people, they were already here, and there was, nothing, going to happen apart from, them engaging in this ghastly war. But, because he was blind, so Sanjaya was kind of trying to give him the direction of giving him, step by step, what was really going to happen. And he was also concluding, he was telling him this, because Krishna was on this side, and, the gurus. Duryodhana was a big mathematician. He, was dealing with numbers, and he could see that he had, all Krishna's army had taken. A lot of people were backing him, and contrary to, Arjun's side, whereby, Krishna, had already told both of them, Duryodhana and Arjun, that he was not going to engage in this, was like, carry arms and, start fighting, but he was just going to be like, to watch what was going to happen. But he also kind of accepted to be the charioteer of Arjun. So we see that there is the love, the devotion of that, Arjun, we know he was a very dear devotee of the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. And at this point, we see the exchange, how, devotee and the Supreme Personality of God, they act in a reciprocating manner, They say love is a two-way highway, it's a give and take. And so here, Krishna, having accepted the role of our charioteer, and so he was going to, direct Arjun on how, how to maneuver, actually, while the war was taking place. And it's being described here that just because of the presence of Krishna, the Pandavas were going to be victorious. And apart from, them having been given the chariot by the sun of Surya, which was unconquerable, and it's mentioned here that they just driving, by just having that chariot, Arjuna could just have conquered the whole three worlds. So, and then, the presence of the goddess of fortune. So, also, it's an added, fortune. And then we also understand that, the flag that was, on that chariot also represented harmony. So, these are, just great personalities that, they cannot be defeated by, people who are not spiritually inclined, people who are mundaners, people who are just, because the Kurus, they were just after the kingdom. They were not so much into, spiritual activities. They were not devotees of the spiritual. They were actually demons, kind of those people who are out there to, want to enjoy it. They wanted to take all the kingdom and have it for their own. And even they didn't even care for the Pandus. Even after, normally it's common to, have, people who are widowed at least taking care of their father's died. So, like an uncle, you take your uncle's keys and try and, keep themselves and guide them so that they don't, get into trouble or just be misplaced. So, this is it. Hare Krishna. Yeah, there's no questions.